Right. Good afternoon, everybody. It's 4 o'clock, so it's time to start and to welcome you to the PhD celebration for the School of Engineering and the School of Mathematics, Statistics and Computer Science. My name is Sally Frost. I'm the Public Relations Manager for the college, and it's my very pleasant duty to welcome you today and to say a big shout out to all our new doctors in the house. I'm sure it's a wonderful feeling, and congratulations to all of you. We're online because of COVID. We'd much rather be seeing you in the flesh and having a big bash in the proper UKZN graduation with you wearing your red gowns. But with the pandemic, we're making do the best we can, and we hope that this evening's celebration will be a special one for you and recognize your achievement. I'm sure you're all aware of Zoom by this stage, but just to reiterate some rules, please keep yourselves on mute so we don't have background noise. If you want to save bandwidth, turn your videos off, but that's up to you. And in the middle of your screen at the bottom is the chat box. If you want to post comments, congratulate each other, please use that facility. At the top right, you can toggle between speaker view and gallery view. I would recommend speaker view for a better viewing of what is happening. We are recording this afternoon's event, and I'll send out the recording tomorrow. So if you have friends who could not make it, then you can share your special moment with them and send them the link. Right, just to share what's going to happen this afternoon. Let me share my screen. So the program, I put out a call to all of you to send in your comments on your doctorates, and I got some responses. So they've been put together into a little video, which we will start proceedings and show you that. Then we'll have a word of welcome from Prof. Kubanali, our Dean of Research. And then we'll get into the meat of the afternoon, which is the reading of your citations by the academic leaders in the two respective schools. And then your deans and our DVC will have a moment to say something. Right, so that's the program. And I think without any further ado, we can start, and I will share my screen and we can watch the video of what it feels like to be a newly capped doctor. Right, so let me find the video. If you'll just give me one moment. There we go. And there we go.
Yeah. I'm really grateful to UKZN for conferring me with this PhD degree in agricultural economics. It was really an exciting journey. I learned a lot. I improved myself in terms of how to do research for development work, and I hope I will contribute more to my country, Zimbabwe. Thank you.
I'm very excited that I've reached the very end of my academic journey. It was a great journey, a journey with ups and downs, but finally I'm here to celebrate my day.
You know, yesterday when I went through the program and I was seeing familiar names of the colleagues in the college, and I was very emotional and teary because we didn't have it easy in the past 3-4 years with COVID, load shedding, and sometimes instrumentation. But above all, as much as the degree or the period itself was hard, we were just grateful to be alive and pushing through. And I just want to say congratulations to everyone. Enjoy the moment. Take leave if you have to. Spoil yourself. And thank you to the college for this special celebration for doctoral graduates.
I would like to thank everyone who contribute to this achievement, especially Dr. Njoya, my supervisor, for his diligent academic support and guidance. Many thanks also to all academic support and technical staff from this School of Agriculture, Earth and Environmental Sciences for the numerous assistance during the course of my study. Thanks.
I'm happy and quite elated to be among the graduates today. For me to be one of the graduates, it's a dream come true. I equally want to thank my family, of course, most important, my wife and my children for being there for me, for the endurance, even while I was away, the study program. I thank them and I appreciate them. So to my colleagues that made the journey here in UKZN a memorable one, I appreciate them and I thank them. So thank you all.
I'm so glad and elated it's my graduation today. A journey of 3 years is now completed with a PhD in computational astrophysics under the supervision of Professor Yinzima, one of the very best from Cambridge University. Thanks to UKZN for giving me the opportunity to come to learn the techniques and the ethics of group research.
It is great to finish the PhD and to be graduating this season. I am feeling excited at the milestone and the opportunities that this new qualification opens for me. I'm humbled to be counted amongst those that are found deserving of the qualification.
It has absolutely been a very difficult journey, starting from 2018 through to 2020, when I completed my degree. It has absolutely been a very difficult journey, but all thanks be to the Almighty Allah for making it easy for me to scale through all the orders. I thank the University of KwaZulu-Natal, I thank South Africa as a country, and I also thank my country, Nigeria, who produced me to be a very good candidate for the program. Thank you very much. And I also congratulate all my colleagues who are also graduating today with me.
Being a student in the area of electrical engineering has shown me the light and has take me to make me one of the recognized researchers in that area of electrical engineering, most especially power quality in our system. Thank you.
And also at my time at UKZN, I was fortunate enough to lecture and teach. So I have come in contact with various number of students. And I really do hope that I've impacted everyone's lives and also my colleagues positively. And I've left a good impression at UKZN. I really do wish everyone the best going forward. And with hard work, determination, and discipline, you can achieve success in anything you set your mind to. I'd like to say thank you again for giving me the opportunity. And at the end of my undergrad degree in pure mathematics, applied mathematics, and physics, I said I needed a challenge. And now that my doctorate is done, I still need a challenge. Remember, guys, be good, do good, and make a difference.
Everything, it has been a journey, not so smooth, but challenging. But I thank God it's a success. I thank my supervisor, I thank my colleagues, I thank my friends, I thank my family, especially my parents. I thank my loved ones, everyone who has been a blessing to me in one way or the other. I thank everyone. I thank the support I've had in the research. I thank God the support I had spiritually. I thank God the support I had, even friends who could or who were contributing emotionally also. I thank God and I'm happy. I'm a doctor. Hillary!
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Albert Modi. I'm the Deputy Vice Chancellor for the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science at the University of KwaZulu-Natal. This college represents about a quarter of all the students that we have. Rightfully, it occupies a very important space, not only in the university, but also in the country and the world. We live in a time when we need to solve problems, and problems require science, engineering, mathematics, and a lot of other technologies. It is amazing that we are here to celebrate the success of people who went through very difficult times. I know that 2020, for many of them, was the final year. But it was a very difficult last moment to complete their degrees because the whole world was affected by a pandemic. I want to thank them and congratulate them for hanging in there and making it. You have succeeded head and neck. I know that we are currently celebrating the success of our students. It is very important for us to also celebrate the success of the people who supported them. This is a moment of success for their parents. This is a moment of success for the guardians and everyone who contributed to their studies over many, many years until this moment. We thank you very much. We are particularly thankful to the people who supported the research of our postgraduate students. These people are going to make a difference. Thank you to everyone who supported the University of KwaZulu-Natal. We are very, very proud. Continue to represent this university after graduation.
Right, I hope you enjoyed that little taste of what it feels like to be a PhD graduate. We'll now move into the official part of the ceremony, and I'd like to call on Professor Neil Kobanelli, who is the College Dean of Research, just to welcome you all officially and say a few words. Neil, over to you.
Thank you, Sally. And no matter how many times I watch that video, I just enjoy watching the smiling faces at the end of the road. It's lovely to see. So thank you, colleagues and friends and PhD graduates. Yesterday at yesterday's ceremony, Prof. Laniran, the Dean and Head of School of Life Sciences, spoke about stem cells and how stem cells just start to proliferate without actually knowing what they're going to be. And at some stage, as they multiply, they start to take on the shape of an organ. And at some point, they become a fully fledged organ. And that really is very appropriate for today, because now at the end of your PhD, you have become this fully fledged organ, and you can actually start to function on your own. So it was a very nice story from him yesterday, and I thought I'd share it with you today. So good evening, fellow colleagues, friends, family, and graduates. Graduation is one of the really special days in my calendar. And I think in the last 20 odd years or so, from 1996, I think I've missed just one graduation when I was sick and I couldn't attend, but I've attended all the graduations from that point on. So it's something that I really look forward to celebrate your achievements, and especially to see the PhD graduates standing up there. So when we heard that you couldn't actually get your 5 minutes of fame, we thought we'd give you this platform to actually have something to remember this day by. So firstly, my heartfelt congratulations to all those that received their degrees on Tuesday, not just the PhD graduates, but all our degrees, our bachelors, our honors, our masters, but especially to you, those of you who are getting your highest degrees today, the Doctor of Philosophy. It's a very well earned degree, and I'm sure you can be proud of it. This actually means now that you've become specialists in your particular field, and you now have the license to go out there and make your mark in both industry, academia, and government, and really all walks of life. Having a PhD earns you the right to have the title of doctor, but you'll find that after a few years, that novelty soon fades away. But what doesn't fade away is the respect that you get from others. And you'll be surprised at how at family gatherings, functions, events, that you attend, people will call upon you to say, Dr. So-and-so, could you please say a few words of wisdom? And that means you've now become a role model for others, a function that not only comes with great privilege and honor, but also great responsibility. So carry yourself well, always do the right thing, and be the person that we all know you are. So well done to you. The college is very proud of you, and the college is very proud to be associated with you. So go out there and make your mark in the world. Thank you, Sally.
Thanks very much, Neil. Right, we'll now move on to what I'm sure all our PhD graduates are looking forward to, is the reading of the citations. So I'm going to share my screen. And we'll start with engineering. And if I could call on Prof. Saha, who is the academic leader for research in the School of Engineering, to read the citations. He has just WhatsApped me to say that he's having connectivity issues. So Glenn, just be on standby to step in, but let's just wait a moment to see if Prof. Saha can join us. But what will happen, graduates, we'll read out your citation, and then you'll be called upon to have an opportunity to say something if you would like to, at which stage you can unmute yourself, show yourself and say a few words, and then we'll move on to the next citation. Let me just check. Prof. Saha, can you join us?
Yes, I am with you. Thank you very much.
Okay, over to you.
Is this the first one?
This is the, let me check.
I think Babatunde Adeolu is the first one.
No, that's not the first one. That was the last one.
Yes.
Here we go. Over to you.
Thank you very much. First of all, congratulations to all our PhD graduates from the school, and of course, I extend it to the university taking this opportunity. So I'm going to read the names of the candidates who are graduating and their thesis title and citations along with their names of the supervisors and co-supervisors. The first one is Mr. Adeolu from Electrical Engineering. The thesis title is Enhancement of Deregulated and Restructured Power Network Performance with Flexible Alternating Current Transmission Devices. The thesis citation reads as Mr. Adeolu has developed methodologies that are applicable for enhancement of available transfer capacity of electrical power transmission lines, minimization of power losses, and alleviating thermal and voltage limits during contingency. The supervisor is Professor Akshay Kumar Saha, that's me. I congratulate Mr. Adeolu. Thank you very much, well done. So it's time for you to say a word or two. Over to you, Mr. Adeolu.
Prof. Saha, I don't see him on the list. I think he's lost connectivity. So if he joins us, we'll give him a chance. But I think otherwise, let's carry on.
We can go to the next one. The next one is Ms. Akinlolu from Construction Management. The thesis is Applying the Socio-Cognitive Career Theory to the Influence of Socio-Cultural Factors on the Underrepresentation of Women in the South African Construction Industry. The citation reads as, despite their significant contribution in South Africa, women remain severely underrepresented in construction, occupying minor employment positions in the industry. The candidate examined the influence of socio-cultural factors on women's underrepresentation in construction and developed a 9-factor model using socio-cognitive career theory. The model suggests clear pathways for making career choices for women who want to enter and remain in the construction. The supervisor is Professor T.C. Haupt. Well done, Ms. Akinlolu. Now it's time for you to celebrate and say a word or two. Over to you.
I don't see her on the list either, Prof. Saha. Maybe she's still coming.
Thank you. Mr. Aluko from Electrical Engineering. His thesis title is Frequency Stability Study of Interconnected Power Systems with High Penetration of Renewable Energy in the Restructured Environment, Evaluation and Control of Virtual Inertia using Intelligent Techniques. The citation is, the aim of the electric utility system operation and control is to ensure reliability and quality of power supply. And the key action that helps in achieving this aim is frequency control. In his thesis, Mr. Anualuwapo has proposed novel methods for implementing virtual inertia using intelligent control techniques in the load frequency control framework of a multi-area interconnected power system with high penetration of renewable energy in the deregulated environment. The supervisors are Professor D.G. Dorel, Mr. E. Ojo, and Dr. R. Pile Kapanen. Well done, Mr. Aluko. We are proud of you. Now it's your time to celebrate and express yourself in a word or two.
Thank you, Prof. Saha. I'm quite happy today. My graduation was on Tuesday, so I did celebrate with my friends, and my family could join virtually via WhatsApp. Firstly, I'm grateful to UKZN, the Department of Electrical Engineering, the Center of Energy and Power Systems at the Redfield campus, where Professor Dorel was the director, and it's now been directed by Dr. Lee Jarvis. I'm grateful for the platform to be able to carry out cutting-edge research, for the funding, opportunity to attend conferences, and a lot of things that I've gained during my PhD experience. It wasn't an easy journey, but then it was worth it at the end. The highs and the lows, the sleepless nights and the days of rejection, some of the acceptances I got, everything all came together, and today I'm happy. I'm a PhD graduate in electrical engineering. Thank you so much. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Banda. I'm sure after a few minutes you will be called as Dr. Panda. Thank you. Enjoy.
This is the next one. No, this is the next one, Prof. Saha.
Yes, Banda. This is Mr. Banda from Civil Engineering. His thesis is titled as Development of a Universal Water Quality Index and Water Quality Variability Model for South Africa River Catchment. The citation is, Mr. Banda developed a water quality variability model to classify water quality status based on scores by integrating 3 distinct water quality indices that are found on different indexing methods such as Universal Water Quality Index, Artificial Neural Network, and Surrogate Water Quality Index. The models were tested using water quality data from various river basins in KwaZulu-Natal and found robust, stable, and showed a good prediction of water quality. The supervisor is Professor M. Kumarasamy. Well done to both of you. Now it's your time to celebrate and express yourself. Over to you, Mr. Banda.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm very much excited for this moment. I would like to say thank you to the University of KwaZulu-Natal, the postgraduate office, and my supervisor, Professor Kumarasamy. It is an honor to be conferred with such a degree. And I hope that I'll stay in the industry and contribute towards the academic world. I would like to say also, it shouldn't end with us, but you should extend the same heart to the upcoming undergrad and also the postgraduate students. Thank you so much and enjoy your day. God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Banda. Next one is Mr. Chigangacha, Miss Chigangacha from Construction Management. The thesis is on assessing South African public sector maturity to implement infrastructure delivery management systems, IDMS. In South Africa, the infrastructural deficit and the gap are large. The infrastructure delivery management system has not been adequately utilized due to deficiencies in public sector institutional capacities and capabilities and the lack of organizational readiness to utilize it. The candidate developed and validated an innovative 9-dimension maturity model with 5 maturity levels that uses evidence-based interventions to improve public sector delivery and management of infrastructure projects. The supervisor is Professor T.C. Hopt. Well done and congratulations to both of you. Ms. Chigangacha, it's your time to celebrate and express yourself. Over to you.
I don't see her on the list, Prof.
Okay, we can go to the next. Now is Ms. Ava Dargar from Electronic Engineering. The thesis title is Design Evolution of Dual Material Gate Structure in Cylindrical Surrounding Double Gate MOSFET using Physics-Based Analytical Model. For the research regarding microelectronic devices, Mrs. Dargar successfully developed a mathematical model of novel dual material gate structure in CSDG MOSFET. She has established and verified its performance parameters by analytical solutions and simulation. It's a significant roadmap in reducing the size of electronic devices. This innovative design presentation was awarded as Best Poster Award at UKZN Press 2019. The research work has produced 10 research articles in IEEE conferences and journals. The supervisor is Professor V.M. Srivastava. Well done to both of you. Mrs. Dargar, it's time for you to celebrate and express yourself. Over to you.
I don't see her here, Prof.
Thank you. Now it's Mr. Duriski from Chemical Engineering. The thesis is titled as Extraction of Sulfur Compounds from Model Fuels using ionic liquids. The citation reads as, in the screening of potential extractants for the desulfurization of fuels, Mark Kindarsky was able to identify promising ionic liquids for this separation. He tested 5 different ionic liquids via a series of gas liquid chromatography and liquid-liquid extraction experiments to extract thiophane from model fuels. He further assessed the reuse and recyclability of the promising extractants. The research findings have been presented in 3 scientific publications. The supervisors are Professor P. Naidu, Professor U. Domanska Zelenaza, and Professor D. Ram Jugarnath. Well done to all of you. Mr. Darsky, it's time for you to celebrate and express yourself. Over to you.
He's not here, Prof.
Thank you. Mrs. Fagbemi from Chemical Engineering. Her thesis was on beneficiation of chicken feathers and sawdust into keratin and cellulose nanocrystals for use as a biobinders for particle board production. The thesis cites as Mrs. Fagbemi studied use of sustainably sourced binders for application in production of particle board. The research demonstrates opportunities to recover valuable materials from waste biomass, chicken feathers, and sawdust as new feedstocks for wood composite bioadhesive manufacturers. The research strengthens development of a local green economy in South Africa via beneficiation of waste biomass. The supervisor is Professor B. Titole. Well done to you and your supervisor. Mrs. Fagbemi, it's up to you now to express yourself and celebrate and say a few words. Thank you.
She couldn't join us, Prof.
Thank you. Mr. Ibrahim from Agricultural Engineering. His thesis is on assessment of the Sudanese sugar industry life cycle, technical factors influencing the productivity and impact of industrial wastes on the environment and health. The thesis citation reads as, Tageldin Ibrahim assessed Sudanese sugar industries for their productivity and factory life cycle. His findings recommended that the sugar industries require a structured plan. His results pointed out that substantial reforms are needed to improve energy use and decrease emission. The impacts of waste from sugar industries on the environment and human health were also identified. The study generated data for the industries to use to engineer their operations. The supervisor is Professor T.S. Wakne. Well done, Mr. Ibrahim, and your supervisor as well. It's your time to enjoy and celebrate. Express yourself in a few words. Thank you.
No, he's not here, Prof.
Thank you. Mrs. Inyang from Chemical Engineering. Her thesis is titled as Investigation and Optimization of Intensified Separation Process. Treatment of aqueous organic mixtures using reactive extraction and emulsion liquid membrane techniques. It cites as Victoria Inyang's PhD study involved the optimization and comparison of two intensified separation techniques, reactive extraction and emulsion liquid membrane, for the separation of organic acids from aqueous mixtures. Her work revealed that ELM method gave superior performance, requires less material and offers rapid extraction, increased solute transfer rate, high selectivity, and applicability in species removal from very low to high concentrations. The supervisor is Professor D. Lockhart. Well done and congratulations to both of you. Mrs. Inyang, it's your time now to enjoy and celebrate and express yourself. Over to you.
Thank you, everyone. Good day for making our time to attend this Zoom meeting. My PhD journey, like every PhD, has a very unique and peculiar story. And I'm extremely glad today that my story ended in praise and thanksgiving to the Almighty God, with whom nothing is impossible to do. It is for me a victorious and glorious emergence from a tough and challenging journey. I had several reasons to give up, but for me, getting to the finishing line was the only option I had. So I had to push on, and today I'm glad that it is a successful journey. My sincere gratitude goes to my supervisor, Professor David Lockhart, for his assistance in achieving this dream. His diligence, consistency, promptness, and mentorship has really proven itself in producing 6 journals from this PhD in high impact journals. I'm really grateful to him for the hard work and for always being there. Thank you so much, Prof. I'm grateful. And then my unreserved gratitude also goes to my husband, who is always at the receiving end of receiving the attention. So I'm very grateful to him for the push. Every time he's always there. Wake up, go do your work. Have you done your work? At least for the past few months, I'm sleeping fine. I'm not hearing, wake up, do your work. I'm very grateful to him for the push and also for standing behind me to make sure that this day becomes a reality. I'm also grateful to Dr. Sam Iwarere from ChemEng, UKZN. I thank you for the support as well. Yeah, worthy to mention also is that this PhD journey also had 2 products. I had 2 baby girls through this journey, and each of them played a very specific role in ensuring that this journey came to a completion. My gratitude also goes to them. And finally, I would like to thank my family members, my mom, my brothers, my sisters, uncles, auntie, my in-laws, and also the Reverend Fathers, my Kloof family, where we usually go to relax, just to calm the tension of the PhD. We are very grateful for the prayers and support that you've all given to me. Thank you so much. And also to the UKZN family, I want to say a big thank you for inspiring greatness. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mrs. Inyang. Now is Mr. Nkwanta from Construction Management. His thesis is titled as Improved Water Infrastructure and Delivery and Management Models. The citation reads as, water is vital for poverty reduction, economic growth, business competitiveness, and enhancement of societal living in a country. Recognizing the close link between water and economic growth, the candidate developed a model to improve the delivery of water services in developing countries such as South Africa. The model lays a foundation for the development of appropriate policies, regulations, and procedures to improve water service delivery at the eThekwini municipality. The supervisor is Professor T.C. Haupt. Well done to both of you. It's your time to express yourself. Over to you. Thank you.
I don't think he's here, Prof. We can move on.
Okay, thank you very much. Our next one is, did you skip Mr. Osaloni? Can you go back to the previous slide? Yes, please.
Yeah, we've done him.
No, we did not do him. Osaloni. Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Mr. Osaloni is from electrical engineering, and his thesis is titled as Power Quality Improvement in Low Voltage Distribution Network Utilizing Improved Unified. Your picture is actually, okay. I'm sorry about that. I have managed it now. Let me start it once again. His thesis is titled as Power Quality Improvement in Low Voltage Distribution Network Utilizing Improved Unified Power Quality Conditioner. And the thesis cites as Mr. Osaloni has assessed the impact of interconnection of improved unified power quality conditioner and developed methodologies for voltage, deep and soil mitigation and imaginary power compensation, utilizing improved unified power quality conditioner for electrical power distribution systems. The supervisor is Professor A.K. Saha. So I congratulate Mr. Osaloni. I cannot congratulate myself, but I'm saying, Mr. Osaloni, it's your time to enjoy and celebrate. You can say a word or two for yourself if you want. Over to you.
I don't see him here, Prof.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, Sally, I think he is
Sambo.
here.
Is he
Sambo
here?
is from Bioresources Systems. His thesis is titled as.
I think Osaloni is here. Let's just wait a moment.
Okay, no problem.
But he might be having a problem to connect. I think carry on, Prof. Saha, and if he wants to talk at the end, he can.
So I start over. Mr. Sambo is from Bioresources Systems. His thesis is titled as Free Basic Water Services Standards as Indicators to Assess Inequalities in Sustainable Access to Improved Water Services. His thesis citation reads as, given that sustainable access to improved water services is fundamental human right. Sambo investigated inequalities in access to improved water services using a set of indicators derived from the free basic water standards, analyzed the interactions of factors that influence such access in Maku Dutanga municipality, South Africa, and found that there are inequalities in sustainable access to improved water services due to complex interaction of categorical factors. The supervisors are Dr. A. Senzanze and Professor O. Mutanga. Well done to all of you. Mr. Sambo, it's your time to celebrate and express yourself.
I don't think he's here, Prof.
You can go to the next one. Ms. Sebogodi from electrical engineering, her thesis is titled as Benefication of Scrapped Pulp Mill Waste Using Green Liquid Drugs in Treatment of Acid Mine Drainage as a New Disposal Solution in South Africa. I think we need to check this one. It's not from electrical engineering. I guess it should be probably chemical engineering. The citation reads as, Ms. Sebogodi has demonstrated a novel symbiotic technology for beneficiating industrial wastes from the mining and the pulp and paper industries. Alkaline wastes from chemical pulping was used as a low-cost alternative agent for neutralization of acid mine drainage. Her investigations showed that the alkaline waste can be used as a sustainable AMD treatment reagent. The results strengthen application of circular economy within the industries. The supervisor is Professor B.B. Shitole. Well done and congratulations to both of you. It's your time now to celebrate and express yourself in a few words. Ms. Sebogodi, over to you. Thank you.
Dr. Sebogodi is here, but she's feeling shy. So she says she'd rather keep quiet. And that's the end of that one.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations to all our graduates.
Thanks very much, Prof. Saha. I think we might be having network issues because there were a lot of people who said they were coming who obviously haven't been able to connect. But we will share this video afterwards so that they can see the celebration. I'd just like to call on Prof. Glenn Bright, the Dean and Head of School, to say a few words to your PhD graduates. Glenn, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Sally. Thank you to your team as well for putting on this really an amazing event to congratulate our PhD graduates. You know, achieving a PhD is the highest degree that a university can award, and it's not taken lightly. I just also want to thank the college office as well, Ozzy Latuli, who I'm sure interacted with a lot of the engineering doctoral graduates, and Numbusa Dlamini as well from the School of Engineering as well, who also put a lot of hard work. And thank you to Prof. Saha for reading out all the citations. Sometimes they are tongue twisters, and you spoke very well. And then also just thank you to the research office under Professor Neil Kubanali for all the work that you do. So back to the PhD graduates, well done, congratulations, an amazing achievement. And I think, you know, people just don't realize the sacrifice that you've had to make. You know, when you're an undergraduate, you know, the sacrifice is more that someone else is either funding you, or you've got a grant, or your parents, or you've got a loan. But at a PhD, generally you're funding yourself. Generally you are a family, you're a father or a mother, you're a parent, you've got children. So the sacrifice is much bigger. But of course, the reward is much bigger. So the risk of what you do, the time you put in, and the reward that you get. So really well done to mothers and fathers who are PhD graduates, or moms and dads. I'm sure your children and your parents are very, very proud of you. You know, as I said, it's a big investment in your future. You've done the hard work, And now it's time for you to reap the rewards and translate this into value for yourself, your community, and for your country. I'll ask you as well to please be an ambassador for UKZN. Please consider a career in academia. Some of you would have already done some lecturing as part of your PhD and got involved in some academic work. Engineering, of course, is a very scarce skill, and we're always looking for academics, good academics, who can come and work for us and turn your career into a full-fledged academic. So from myself, as the Dean of Head of School of Engineering, I'm very proud of you. Thank you very much for what you've done. Please join our alumni, and well done, celebrate, and hope you'll have a bright future. Back to you, Sally.
Thanks very much, Glenn. And I've just had confirmation that there is a power outage in Durban at the moment, which most probably accounts for why we've got some missing people, which is a big pity, but we will send the video through. Right, we're going to move on now to the School of Mathematics, Statistics and Computer Science. And I'll call on Professor Goswami, who's the academic leader in that school, to read the citations. And Prof, let me just pull up the screen, and then it will be over to you.
Thank you, Sally. And first of all, my heartiest congratulations to all the new doctors present here and also not present here. Believe me, you are all unique, because all of you actually wrapped up your thesis work, wrote down your thesis, made the corrections during the most turmoil times when the whole world is going through this pandemic and deaths and lockdowns. I mean, if I were in your position, I don't know what I would have done. But all these turmoils had no effect on the quality of your research. And believe me, you can see I am sitting in the sky, and you are all shining like bright stars. So my salute to all of you. Okay, so let's start with Abbas Hamed. His thesis is on fixed point iterative algorithms and their convergence analysis for solving certain optimization problems in Banach spaces. So Dr. Abbas introduced several iterative sequences and obtained strong convergence result for the approximation of the solutions of fixed point and certain optimization problems in Banach spaces using Bregman distance technique. The results obtained by Dr. Abbas are not only useful in the field of mathematics, but also in other fields of applied sciences such as engineering, physics, economics, game theory, biology, and chemistry. Dr. Abbas worked under the supervision of Professor O.T. Meomo. So over to you, Dr. Abbas, for a few words, if you are here.
No, he's not here, Prof.
Okay, then we can go to. Okay, Dr. Alakwa Timilehin Opayemi. His thesis is on convergence analysis of iterative methods for approximating common solution of certain optimization and fixed point problems. Convergence analysis of iterative algorithms for the approximation of solutions of optimization and fixed point problem is an active area of research in functional analysis. Dr. Alakwa introduced several iterative methods in Hilbert and Banach spaces and established the strong convergence of these methods. 15 research articles are either published or accepted or under review in ISI and Scopus Indexed International Journal from his PhD thesis. That's tremendous. And his supervisor is also Professor O.T. Meomo. So is Dr. Alakwa present, Sally?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Over to
First,
you.
I would like to say, Okay, so first I would like to say I'm glad to be a PhD graduate today, and of course, being a product of the UKZN. I'm really excited, and I also want to use this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to my supervisor, Professor Otsi Mewomo, for his mentorship, and also to the School of Mathematics, Statistics, Data Science, as well as the University of KwaZulu-Natal for providing the necessary facilities and support toward the completion of the program. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. I'm grateful. Thank you.
So our next graduate is Dr. Aremu, Kazim Olalekan Aremu. His thesis is on convergence analysis of iterative methods for approximating solutions of optimization and fixed point problems in geodesic metric spaces. Dr. Kazim Olalekan Aremu introduced several iterative algorithms in geodesic metric spaces. He obtained the strong convergence of the sequences generated by these algorithms. He showed that these are fixed point of some nonlinear mappings, which are also solutions to some optimization problem in geodesic metric spaces. The results obtained by Dr. Aremu have applications in applied sciences such as engineering, physics, biology, and chemistry. His supervisor is also Professor O.T. Mewomo. Over to you, Aremu.
Okay, good evening, everyone. And I want to thank the college for organizing this event. Well, every PhD journey is a bittersweet experience, but one thing is certain at the end of the journey, the pain is temporary, the PhD is forever. My appreciation goes to my supervisor, Professor Oti Mewomo, for being a very good mentor throughout this journey. I say thank you very much, sir, for being able to take care of the home front while I was away for studies in South Africa. And today is Children's Day. I would like to give a special shout out to my girls, Khadija and Karima, for being able to cope with my absence while I was away on study. And a special mention is to my mother, Mommy, who has sacrificed a lot for me to be educated. Every academic gown I wear is to the effort of my mother. So I want to use this occasion to appreciate my mother. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you for the sacrifice you have incurred to make me to attain this feat. Thank you.
Our next graduate is Dr. Wesley Govender, whose thesis is on a perturbative approach to radiating stars in general relativity. The final stage in the collapse of a star is a fundamental problem in gravitational theories. This investigation is topical in this context as it makes an attempt to develop reasonable collapsing stellar models to understand the thermodynamic behavior. The candidate finds viable models by using the junction conditions, joining the interior and exterior spacetimes of the radiating star, and invokes a perturbative analysis to find new interesting physical features. The supervisors are Professor Sunil Maharaj and Dr. Megan Govender. Over to you, Dr. Wesley Govender.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if you guys can see me.
Yes, we
Hello?
can see you. We can see you and hear you, Wesley.
Okay, good. Good
Yeah,
afternoon,
I can
ladies and
see you.
gentlemen. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk. I would like to firstly thank my supervisors, Professor Sunil D. Maharaj, Professor Megendran Govender, and the late Dr. Ravindra Narayan. I owe a lot to them as they've got me over the line. Dr. Ravindra Narayan was with me from my honors, and I must say a special mention to him as he had passed on 2.5 years into my PhD and Professor Magendran Govender and Professor Sunil D. Maharaj has helped me over the line in the last 5 months. I would like to thank my parents, my brother, and more importantly, my friends for supporting me and always being there for me. Ladies and gentlemen, at my time at UKZN, I was fortunate enough to lecture. I really do hope with all the students and colleagues that I've come in contact with, I've left a very good impression. And to finish off, I'd like to say congratulations to all the doctors and the graduates. I understand that we are now highly qualified individuals and intellectuals. Yes, we are doctors as such, but remember, it's more important to respect everyone. Our education is not seen by a piece of paper. It's seen in the way we help others, the way we teach, respect, encourage, and motivate others around us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity. Remember, be good, do good, and make a difference. That's all from me, Dr. Wesley Wes Govender. You'll get it.
Okay, so our next doctor is Dr. Anand Kaisavelu. His thesis is on relativistic stellar models. The nonlinear Einstein equations are important in modeling relativistic compact bodies, strained stars, and polytropic spheres. This valuable contribution consisted of solving the equations of motion by prescribing an equation of state. Kaisavelu was able to construct several physically viable models of a star, such as SAX J1808.43658. This study gives new insights into the structure of realistic matter distributions and the collapse process in strong gravitational fields. His supervisors are Dr. Megan Govender and Professor Sunil Maharaj. Over to you, Dr. Kaisavelu.
Good day, everybody. As would be expected, I am overjoyed to have graduated. I always intended on doing a PhD, and I'm pleased to have finally completed it. I am thankful to my study supervisor, Professor Megan Govender, and co-supervisor, Professor Sunil Maharaj, for the assistance, guidance, and advice, which makes this journey much easier to endure, and which also gave me the confidence to keep going. I am also thankful to my family, friends, and colleagues for their support and for cheering me on right until the end. Last but not least, I am grateful to my dear mom for her blessings, love, support, and always tirelessly providing meals and snacks while I was busy at the computer. Also, a big congratulations to all the other PhD graduates. Well done. Thank you.
Our next graduate is Dr. Xavier Mbale, and his thesis is on designs and binary codes invariant under PSL2Q and PGL2Q for Q a power of an odd prime. Mr. Mbale's PhD research falls into the area of algebraic coding theory, an area where the interplay between algebra, combinatorics, finite geometries, and graph theory is made visibly apparent. By prescribing a finite permutation group G, isomorphic to PSL2Q or PGL2Q for Q a power of an odd prime, and using their internal structure, new combinatorial designs and new linear codes with remarkable properties and admitting G as a group of automorphisms were constructed. The supervisors are Professor Bernardo Rodriguez and Dr. Gareth Emery. Over to you, Dr. Mbale.
I don't think he's here, Prof.
Okay. Now we are going to Dr. Akindele Adebayo Mebavondu. His thesis is on existence of fixed point of generalized contractions in metric spaces with applications. Dr. Mebavondu established the existence and uniqueness of fixed points of several nonlinear mappings in different abstract spaces. He introduced some nonlinear mappings and established the existence of fixed point of these mappings. He also developed some iterative algorithms to approximate the fixed point of these mappings. The result obtained by Dr. Meva Wondu are useful and applicable in fields of applied sciences. The supervisor is Professor O.T. Meomo. Dr. Meva Wondu, are you here?
No, he's not here, Prof.
So we are going over to Dr. Musa Wenkosi Patson Mkatswa. His thesis is on overlapping grid spectral collocation methods for nonlinear differential equations modeling fluid flow problems. The study is concerned with the solution of nonlinear differential equations using the overlapping grid idea. The main output of the study was software code that confirmed the accuracy and efficiency of using overlapping grids in different types of problems. 7 journal articles were published from the study. The supervisors are Professor Sandile Motsa and Professor Precious Sibanda. Is Dr. Mkwachwa present?
Yes, yes, he is here.
Oh, okay. Over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity that I can say a few words in this special day. Well, getting a PhD is an amazing thing, but obtaining a PhD is a dream come true. Well, this has been a long journey indeed, but through God, everything became possible. So I would like to express my sincere appreciation to my supervisors. Their valuable comments and constructive suggestions contributed significantly to my academic growth in all aspects. So I would like to thank them for shaping my future with evidently and keen heart. I would also like to send my sincere appreciation to my wife for her unconditional love and endless support. Her prayers, encouragement, and understanding are the reasons for every success in my life. Lastly, I would like to express some special thanks to my family, my mother, friends, and colleagues for their support and encouragement as well. We have all contributed in this journey, and may God bless you all.
Okay, now we are going over to Dr. Hamed Abiodun Ogunse. His thesis is on a numerical study of heat transfer and entropy generation in Powell I-ring nanofluid flows. Heat transfer in nanofluid flows has important commercial and industrial applications. Entropy generation leads to energy losses that contribute to reducing system performance. The thesis is a numerical study of heat transfer and entropy generation in non-Newtonian nanofluid flows using various mathematical models. Accurate and convergent solutions were found using pseudospectral techniques. The results gave insights as to factors with the greatest impact on fluid properties and on entropy generation. The supervisor is Professor Precious Sibanda. Over to Dr. Ogunse.
He is here. Maybe he can't connect.
Hello, can you hear me all?
Yes, we can hear you. Over to you.
Okay, all right. Firstly, congratulations to all. I would like to appreciate my supervisor and my father. He's like a father to me, an understanding person. I want to thank Professor Simbada for the journey so far. Also, I'm going to appreciate my friend and my colleague, Dr. Shina, for his support throughout my stay in Pietermaritzburg. And I would like to appreciate my parents, Mami and Bami, for their effort on me all this year. I really appreciate them all. And I would like to thank everybody. I'm very short of words now, but just like one of our colleagues has said, we have to try as much as possible to manifest our education in ourselves and try to extend it to others around us. So let us just don't be a certificate based on paper only, but a manifestation in our daily life and endeavor. Thank you all. Congratulations to us all.
Okay, let's move over to Dr. Sheena Daniel Oloniju. His thesis is on numerical approximation of fractional differential equations, a Chebyshev pseudospectral approach. Fractional differential operators are mathematical models of physical problems with intrinsic memory. Closed form solutions are difficult to find, and when available, these solutions are often expressed in terms of infinite sums or complex integrals. Sheena developed and tested a computationally efficient and accurate numerical method to solve complex fractional differential equations. The thesis contributes to the growing body of knowledge in efficient numerical methods for solving fractional differential equations. The supervisors are Professor Precious Sibanda and Dr. Cicelo Goko. Over to you, Dr. Oloniju.
Yes, here.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations to our PhD graduate, and also congratulations to my supervisors, Professor Sibanda and Dr. Goko. And I would like to use this opportunity to thank them as well for their immense support throughout the period of my studies. From my master's down to my PhD, it was really a huge time for me, and it was a huge period of development for me as a researcher and someone who would want to be in the academic. I would also like to use this opportunity as well to thank the University of KwaZulu-Natal, the College of Agric, Science and Engineering, and the School of Mathematics, Statistics, and Computer Science for providing an enabling environment during the period of my study. And biggest of all, though they are not here with us at the moment, I would like to thank my family, my mom and my siblings, and my friends for their support throughout the period of my study. Thank you very much, and congratulations to everyone.
Thank you. Our next graduate is Dr. Olawale Kazim Wewole, and the thesis is on further investigation into iterative solutions of some nonlinear optimization and fixed point problems in Hilbert and Banach spaces. Dr. Weweles proposed several iterative schemes and obtained strong convergence results for the approximation of the solution of fixed point and certain nonlinear optimization problems in Hilbert and Banach spaces. The results obtained by Dr. Wewole have applications in applied sciences such as engineering, physics, game theory, and economics. The supervisor is Professor O.T. Miomo.
I don't think he's here, Prof.
Okay. Dr. Rabiu Musa. The thesis is on mathematical analysis of an HIV-1 resistant model and a disease-resistant model. 3 new disease-resistant mathematical models were developed and mathematically analyzed. The first model examines an HIV-1 resistant model for both partial and total abstinence cases with behavior change in non-progressors. The second model introduces the concept of behavior change to all the compartments. Lastly, the concept of disease resistance is examined in a model suitable for other viruses such as influenza virus and severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS. The supervisor is Dr. Naben Paramasu.
He is here.
Over to you, Dr.
Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Hello, we can hear you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rabiu.
Good afternoon. First of all, I thank the organizers of this program, and especially the Dean and all these supporting staffs. I also particularly thank my supervisor that make this journey an easier one, which is difficult. But I thank him, and I thank the University of KwaZulu-Natal that provide all the facilities to carry out the research. I thank South Africa as the who give us the opportunity to be part of the research community in South Africa. I also thank my country, my parents, and all those who support the journey. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all the gathers.
Okay, Dr. Sineshlansa Precious Sikosana. Her thesis is on diffuse radio emission in ACT pole clusters. Ms. Sineshlansa Sikosana studied a large uniformly selected sample of galaxies clusters using data from the GMRT and MeerKAT telescopes with the aim of detecting diffuse radio emissions in the form of giant radio halos, mini radio halos, and radio relics. Sineshlansla's discovery and analysis of multiple new diffuse radio sources has added new physical insights into the evolution of these systems. The supervisors are Professor Kabilan Mudli, Professor Matt Hilton, and Dr. Kenda Knowles. Over to you, Precious.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank the college for ensuring that even though the graduation was virtual, our experience was still special. I think the highlight of my journey has to be the human experience. I've made long-lasting friendships that transcend the 3.5 years of my journey. I'd like to thank the support staff, especially the college office, for assisting during the stressful submission period, and for all the support staff who had been with us throughout the journey from submitting our applications. I'd also like to sincerely thank my supervisors, Prof. Moodley, Prof. Hilton, and Dr. Knowles, especially to Prof. Moodley, who has been my mentor from undergrad and supervised me and advised me throughout my journey. Finally, I'd like to thank my friends and my family for ensuring that I never ran out of snacks during the stressful writing period, and for supporting me throughout the journey. And finally, congratulations to all the graduates for the great achievement. Thank you.
Our next graduate is Dr. Adiulu Tayo. His thesis is on approximating solutions of a new generalized equilibrium, certain optimization, and fixed point problems in Banach spaces. Constructing iterative algorithms for approximation of solutions of fixed point, nonlinear, and optimization problems is an active area of research in nonlinear functional analysis. Dr. Tayo proposed several iterative methods in Hilbert and Banach spaces and established the strong convergence of the sequences generated by these iterative methods. 15 research articles are generated from his PhD thesis. The supervisor is Professor O.T. Meomo. Over to Dr. Tayo.
Good evening, everyone. I'm glad to be here on this event today. I thank the college for organizing this event to celebrate the graduates. And my greetings also go to my colleagues who are graduating with this set. I thank God Almighty for the success of this journey. And my sincere appreciation goes to my supervisor, Professor Oti Meoma, who is a father and a brother to me, for his guidance and availability throughout my study. I also like to appreciate the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science and the School of Mathematics, Statistics and Computer Science, UKZN, for providing the needed facilities for the research and for the field remission. I appreciate the contribution of my collaborators, international, and my colleagues also for the success of the study. I would like to appreciate the support of the International Mathematical Union through the Breakout Graduate Fellowship, which I was able to obtain as a financial support for the study. My appreciation goes to my wife, Olutosin Taiwo, and my daughter, Oluwaseifumi Taiwo Esther, for their patience and their support throughout the study. And I would also like to appreciate my parents, my siblings, and my in-laws for their prayer and in all the ways they have given their support to see that this program is a success. And I pray that for all of us that we are graduating, I pray that the Lord will make ways for us in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Okay. Next graduate is Dr. Shigozi Luisa Jane Ugwu, and her thesis is on statistical study on childhood malaria and its comorbidity with anemia in Nigeria. The thesis addressed challenging statistical methodological research questions in the context of epidemiological, biological, and public health issues about childhood malaria and its comorbidity with anemia in Nigeria. 3 of her scientific contributions have been published in high-quality international journals. The results of her research would help the Nigerian government and non-government organizations to accelerate the achievement of Nigerian children's good health and well-being by 2030. The supervisor is Professor Temesgen Zioti.
Thanks very much. She's not here, Prof. And I think that's the last one. Yeah.
Fine. And again, my sincere, heartfelt congratulations to all of you.
Thanks very much, Prof, for reading those citations for us. I'd now like to hand over to Prof. Delia North, who's the Dean and Head of School for Maths, Stats and Computer Science. Delia, a few words from you, please.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Graduates, PhD graduates, your success today is a testimony to your hard work and to your commitment to your research. Well done. Each of you will remember this day as being a highlight in your life, an academic achievement of the highest order, because today is the day that you will always think about, the day that you became a PhD graduate of the School of Mathematics, Statistics, and Computer Science. Well done. We are so proud of you. So today we celebrate you, our PhD graduates, but also we need to celebrate our supervisors who guided you, mentored you to be the success that you are today. Thank you to the supervisors. Special mention must also be made of the excellence in mathematics. 14 graduates today were from the discipline of mathematics that got their PhDs. Well done. This is truly a remarkable achievement for the discipline. PhD graduates, I've absolutely no doubt that you're going to be a great success in your chosen career. We hope that you're half as proud of being a graduate of this school as we are of having you as a graduate. You are our ambassadors. We are so proud of you. Go and conquer the world. I want to thank Sally and her team for putting this event together. Lastly, a special word of thanks to Prof. Ritu Goswami and also to Prof. Neil Kubanali for all that they do to help our graduates from the day they start until they eventually the success that you all are today. Well done. I now hand over to Sally again, and thank you again, Sally.
Thanks very much, Prof. North. This brings us almost to the end of this evening. But before we close off, I'd just like to call on our DVC and head of the college, who's Prof. Albert Modi, to say a few final words before we close proceedings. Albert, over to you.
Good evening, colleagues. It's already early evening. I am a leader of the college. I'm not allowed to cry. I'm expected to stand even when there's a storm. But the joy that I've experienced in the past 3 days makes me shake with joy. I am very, very, very proud. I want to tell you that the things that unite us are permanent. And they have a bond that is indicative of character, quality, integrity, and legacy. What we have done in this college this year in response to a challenge and a disappointment of not being able to have a real graduation led to an innovation by the leadership of the college, led by Sally, to be able to bring people together and make them do something they've never done before, something that they would not have done even if it was a real graduation. It's an amazing thing. Therefore, I wish to thank all of you, and I want to congratulate you at the same time. The students, the 92 students who became doctors today represent the success of this college. Their supervisors represent the commitment of our staff in this college. The leadership of this college has shown us that there is nothing more important than a consistent, collaborative, and collegial leadership where people can test their ability to work together using small and big things. And I say small and big things because they are small decisions that have got a big impact, perhaps not today, but into the future. This day, this event for the past 3 days will be remembered forever, permanently by all of us. And so I want to say in closing, I'm very proud to be a member of the committee of the leadership of this college, but more so, I'm very proud to be a member of the family of the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science. Let us continue to be members of the same family. Let us continue to show this university and this nation that this college can produce the best. Thank you so much, Sally. And I want to congratulate everybody again, and thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Prof. Modi. Right, we've come to the end of this evening's celebration. Just to say well done to all our graduates once more. And can I ask any graduate who's still here, please unmute yourselves and turn on your camera, and let's go into Galaxy View, and you can all give us a wave and a shout out, and let's hear how happy you are at becoming a doctor. Precious, I'm sure you can make a lot of noise.
Congratulations, everybody. Well done.
Hooray!
Thank you. We are so happy. Well done, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
everybody. Have a good evening. Celebrate safely. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Right. Thank you, everyone. We'll close off now, and I will email through a recording to you tomorrow when I have it. And congratulations. Enjoy your evening.